Okay, thanks, Michael, for getting this in. These look fantastic. And I was just reading, I was just rereading, there was a big pause there because I was glancing over your feedback because I'm wondering what people said about how you've cut off his head in almost every shot, the top of his head. And of course the bottom too, but they're not, they're just head and shoulder, like really standard head and shoulder portrait shots. So you do have his head in some of them. And you're right, it does really come down to personal preference. I mean, there are places where you can cut somebody off where it's just completely awkward, like right at the eyebrow, as long as we see all the key features, we're not too bothered by it. It's just, yeah, like you said, it's personal preference. So first I want to give you a shout out for a really nice background lighting. You did a great job here lighting your background without without interfering with your subject very much. You also did a fantastic job eliminating glare from the glasses. And in some of the shots, because the glasses are such a serious thing to work with, in some of the shots they work better than in others. This is always difficult when we have the shadow of the frame coming into the face at awkward tangents to the eyes, like you have in two of your shots. And I've never really resolved how to do this. A lot of times this is one of those things I'll go back in with Photoshop and clone out, because it's just so strange. I am really enjoying the rich shadows that you have created. I like them. I think that they add really nice compositional elements to the scene. The only thing that I think I would have differently is and this is just an indulgence, I would like to see this man in front of a black or very dark, charcoal gray background, only because he has such fantastic silver hair that it would just pop out. And then also, it would really add to the design elements of your dark shadows too, because then they would be working into the background, and just his hair and his skin would really be standing out. His jacket in this case too, and this color jacket would work with the dark background just fine. But I think you did a fantastic job. And the other thing that I want to appreciate here in your shots is that you got some nice light back into his eyes, because he has very dark eyes, and they're illuminated there with the light that you've put back into them. And also, it's difficult. I have had challenges photographing people with white beards, because it's difficult to blow it out. And you did a really nice job choosing an exposure here where you have information in your highlights and your shadows. Nothing is too dark, nothing is too bright. You really did a fantastic job with your exposures here. And then lastly, the only thing I think also that would be interesting to do, when you're in the future, if you're doing portraiture for a client, if you're trying to get like this kind of shot, like you're trying to get a modeled shot that will be used as a narrative someplace, like that's supposed to tell another client, like his clients, that he's smart and thoughtful and thought-provoking or whatever, is that you can get in even closer than you already have here. So, this could be cropped even like that, and like you're right in there with him, because really, like, you want to be in that moment of his contemplation, and you want to draw the viewer even more in. I think this is fine the way you've done it, but like you could go even closer. This is a comfortable distance for us when the subject is looking at us directly in the eye and not smiling, so it's nice that he's not right up into us. And then here's your lighting setup. Thank you so much for including these. Hard light was definitely the way to go here. I think that was a great choice. I would have gone with the darker background, and maybe come in a little bit closer for one of the three shots, just to be, well, this one's pretty close actually, but then I find it a little disturbing because he's looking at me straight in the eye and not smiling. It's very serious. This one is the one where I would like to be this close in this shot. But I mean, this is still a good shot. I think this is the headshot, if he needed something for a website or something, this is the shot. Well done. Great job on your lighting. Like I said, I'm really enjoying the dark shadows. I think compositionally they add quite a bit to the scene. They seem well thought out to me. And then, like I said, these kind of things that you get from the glasses, Photoshop. Back in the day, we would have burned them out when we were printing, or just found a little slice of negative that we could replace it with or something. I mean, so yeah, it's a difficult one to resolve. Really well done here, and I'm so glad that you did not include any of the book or wine shots, because they just seemed really forced and awkward. But I bet he enjoyed the wine. Or maybe you did. I don't know. But thank you very much. Looks like you had a good time with this.